Welcome to the Scottish Rite Journal podcast, an audio presentation of the Scottish Rite Journal, brought to you by the Supreme Council of the Scottish Rite, Southern Jurisdiction, Mother Supreme Council of the World. This week's article is Describing the Ineffable, Part 3, Equilibrium, by Andy Albright, 32nd degree, KCCH, and comes from the July-August 2022 issue of the Scottish Rite Journal. We read much of the word equilibrium in the 32nd degree lecture of Morals and Dogma, an equilibrium between the infinite divine wisdom and the infinite divine power, from which results the stability of the universe. Morals and Dogma author Albert Pike reminds us of equilibrium's definition, horizontal. With this one word, equilibrium, the Mason should be reminded of the invaluable lessons of the great working tool, the level. This means recognizing not only that all men are equal in the eyes of the great architect, but also that the Mason's own passions should not be like the ocean disturbed by the raging storm. Rather, he should be calm and still as a lake with unruffled waters that presents an amazing mirror-like reflection of the heavens above it, recalling the wise words of the psalmist, "Be still and know that I am God." Psalm chapter 46, verse 10. The three sacred words, INRI, YHWH, and equilibrium, can be the three kings of wisdom, which can be the ever-present guide in a Mason's daily life. Together they form the sacred symbols of the ages, the equilateral triangle. This equilateral triangle is a more fitting symbol for the three words than, say, a right-angled triangle, for the equilateral triangle was the three angles of the same measure, each 60 degrees. In the same way, each of the three names of the divine is just as important as the others, and that the absence of any one of them causes the whole system to be incomplete. Furthermore, the equilateral triangle seems a proper representative of balance for the Scottish Rite Mason, as the equilateral triangle is balanced on all three sides. Each of the three sacred words of a Scottish Rite Mason, when examined properly, reveals a philosophy for the conduct of a Mason's life. INRI, with its multitudes of possible meanings, teaches us that mankind's vision of truth regarding the divine creator is as wide and varied as the stars of heaven. YHWH shows us that much of our knowledge of the divine is a placeholder, but one that invites us to a greater understanding nonetheless. Equilibrium shows us that harmony in each of our lives depends on the balance of all things mental, physical, social, and spiritual. Each notion points in its own way towards the ineffable name of God, teaching us that there is only one creator of mankind, existing in eternity beyond the understanding of man's finite mind. Brother Andy Albright, 32nd degree, KCCH, is the author of two books on Masonry, Are You Hiram? And Striking the Stone, The Spiritual Impact of Freemasonry. Brother Andy is a past master of Carolina Lodge number 375, Hanahan, South Carolina, and of Fiat Lux number 432, Charleston, South Carolina, and past Grand Pursuivant of the Grand Lodge of South Carolina. Any accompanying photographs or citations for this article can be found in the corresponding print edition. The Scottish Rite Journal is published by the Supreme Council of the Scottish Rite, Southern Jurisdiction, Mother Supreme Council of the World. Mark Dreisenstock, 32nd degree, KCCH, Managing Editor. I'm your host, Matt Bowers.